It's raining today. It's supposed to be raining all night too, so I won't be able to look for any toads. But there are a lot of worms on the sidewalk. All the things like that you can probably see are just like twigs. And I started recording already down the driveway because my mom was in the rec room and she had the curtains open and I didn't want her to see me recording because that's awkward. It's hard to hold my umbrella. I'm like trying to balance it. God, why is my camera zoomed in all the way? Jeez. I'm checking the mail. Ugh. Oh God, I'm like balancing. Jesus. Oh, let me try to fix this because I'm like, let me put the mail in my pocket. Let me point it at the grass. Maybe you can see how the rain is making the shit happen. There's like puddles in the moss and whatever. There, that's better. Jeez. I'm gonna walk towards the front of my house and show. I saw a worm swimming through. Oh, there's a worm. Worm. There's another worm. There are a lot. It's been raining heavily all day. I'm not bothering to, like, save them or whatever, because, like, that's just kind of interfering. There's another worm swimming through a puddle. My sister was cleaning out the rec room earlier, and there was a worm on the carpet. It broke in. She brought it in my room and was like, "You want a worm?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "For your plants?" And I'm like, "No, it'll die. It's gonna die." The doors and windows are open, so I'm trying to speak softly now, but the worm earlier was here, but I don't see it anymore. It must have gone in that little puddle, like that little dirt pile. What's that? Is that a leaf? What is this? Oh my God, that's a massive slug. What the hell? That is a massive slug. That is the largest slug I've ever seen. Let me grab a twig. Hey, wake up. Dude. This is as big as my fucking finger. Oh my God. Dude. I think it's dying, actually. But, like, dude. Get out of the puddle. I know you don't like direct moisture, like water puddles. There you go. I saved your life. You are the biggest slug I've ever seen, so you deserve to live. Good job. Of course, I am aware that there are bigger slugs in the world, and that one was actually probably not that large, but this puddle's deep. My cabbages kind of overgrew, and I don't know what to do. Oops. Yeah, I don't know what to do. They're too big. Ignore them, they don't exist. I'm just gonna do a loop around the worm. He is suffering. More worm. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna poke around in the rain. I give no shit. Oh, I think it's raining harder. Oh god, it's raining harder. I am looking for things. This is where I found the toad yesterday. Not that I'm expecting to find him again, especially while it's raining, but, you know. Oh yeah, we have an outhouse. It's just for decoration. No one goes in there. I don't think we've ever even opened the door properly. Mushrooms growing on a stick. I'm really tired. I feel like shit. I honestly... Nah. I won't mention that right now. But... you know, if you've got the same problems, you already know what I'm talking about. You know. Of course, I'm sure it's not every day finds themselves stuck in a big-ass house in the middle of fucking nowhere. Miles away from civilization. I say civilization, but like, we have neighbors, kind of. They're across the street, down the road, but we don't have sidewalks, even. When I go on walks, I have to walk down the opposite side of the road, like to see for any cars headed my way. But, you know. I haven't left the house in weeks. I'm sure a lot of people are in the same boat in that regards, but even before all this bullshit started happening. I didn't leave the house much. Maybe on the weekends, but it's just when we went to go get groceries or whatever. Ooh, that's a long boy. And there's another long boy. It happens, you know. It smells like wet dog out here. I mean, that might not be surprising. I mean, we do have dogs that hang around outside, but not really that much. Like, it smells like one of our dogs got a bath. One of them did get a bath yesterday, but there's no reason our yard should be smelling like that. You know? That one's dead. That one is not. Just looking around. I'm just looking around. My mom. Worms. See, no one watches my videos, but like in my previous videos, you can notice the dirt patch, the spot of our yard that doesn't have grass. And it's pretty obvious what that's from, but dog pee-pee killed the grass. And now there is no grass. And I've been trying to get it growing again. Jeez, that's a mad bird. But I've been trying to get it growing. It's a long process. But the dog also keeps pee-peeing in the same area. So like, and then it keeps raining like this. And it grows algae. There's another worm, by the way, but I'm not gonna step in there. Oh, there's another one. It's a long boy swimming through the water like an eel. But, you know. I planted tomatoes yesterday. It's not very stable, and also I didn't have any S-hooks, so I used jute and tied them very insecurely. And then these are really heavy, and the shepherd's hook isn't very sturdy, so they're like leaning really hard. I also planted some in tomato cages in my garden. you know, I only weeded the parts where I planted the tomatoes because that's a lot of work and we don't have any more plants to plant right now. So I was like, I'll just do it when there's more to plant. You know. Anyway, and that's it.